Come with me to stay at Disney Sequoia Lodge Hotel. Hi everyone, how's life and welcome to another one of my videos. So yes, in this video I'm going to be staying at Disney Sequoia Lodge, which you can see there behind me. I'm going to be staying there for one night. We're going to be staying in a standard superior room and hopefully go and check out the buffet restaurant tonight, have a look at the shop if there's anything new on offer, and also go and get breakfast tomorrow morning as well. So I thought I'd bring you along a journey for my one night stay here at Disney Sequoia Lodge. And fun fact for you actually, Disney Sequoia Lodge is the only Disneyland Paris hotel that was designed by a French architect. His name is Antoine Grumbach, and as you can probably tell just from the exterior of the hotel is themed to American national parks, and it's actually one of the most popular hotels in Disneyland Paris. Now, just over there, under that lovely looking cover, because it's currently raining, is where the bus will come and pick you up and also drop you off, the bus to Disneyland Paris. And then to the left over there is the bagagerie. So on your check-in and check-out day, if you have suitcases with you, you can always leave them there, head to the parks, and then pick them back up when you're done. You can see over there the shuttle bus has just arrived. Now, this shuttle bus is shared between guests of Sequoia Lodge Hotel as well as New York Hotel, but because neither of these two hotels are extremely huge, it's generally not a problem and you should be able to find a space on the bus. But also Sequoia Lodge is located so close to the parks. I mean, it's only about a 15-minute walk, 1-5 from the hotel to the park, so you can always also walk it if you would prefer that. And there you go, off it goes, dropping you off at Marne-la-Vallée station, which is the station just outside Disneyland Paris. Now, I mentioned that Sequoia Lodge Hotel is one of the more popular ones here at Disneyland Paris, but it also holds a very special place in my heart personally, because Disney Sequoia Lodge Hotel is where I got to stay for my very first big Disneyland Paris press event, which I still remember very, very well. And it was a day not too different from today, very rainy, very cold, but I had a lot of fun, and because of that it will always be very, very special to me. And I still remember how exciting it felt to be hosted by Disneyland Paris, to stay at one of the Disneyland Paris official hotels. But look at the rain. The rain has gotten heavier and heavier, so I am gonna head inside. This is the entrance if you're coming to Sequoia Lodge by car, by the way. So by car, by Uber, by taxi, by bus. Make sure to keep watching, because later on I will show you the other side of Sequoia Lodge Hotel, perhaps the more iconic part of it. But it feels so nice to be in the warmth. And here we've got the beautiful, beautiful wooden, with some stones on the ground lobby of Disney Sequoia Lodge Hotel at Disneyland Paris. This over here is where you would do your check-in, which I'm going to go and do in a bit. But I also wanted to show you this, which is the Golden Forest Club. This is basically the name for the club level here at Disney Sequoia Lodge, which I do have a full video on, which you can watch later on. But if you are staying club level, then you have your own private check-in desk area, which is quite nice. But as you can see, the main check-in desks are also not too busy at the moment. It is currently around 15 minutes past 1 p.m. So afternoon time, most people tend to check in either very early in the morning or a little bit later on in the evening. And I also wanted to quickly draw some attention to these beautiful trees and foresty artworks at the top. So nice, so calming. And again, the whole vibe of this hotel is meant to be American national park, so very cozy, very wooden. As you can see, some stones on the ground, which actually, if you have your suitcase with you, when you try and roll it on the ground, it will make a very fun crackling sound. Alas, I've already checked in mine into the bagagerie area because my room probably won't be ready until 3 p.m, so I've still got about an hour and a bit to go. But whilst we're here, let's quickly have a look at the map of Sequoia Lodge Hotel. So as you can see, this is the main building where we're in. There's a south wing and a north wing, and the Golden Forest Club rooms, or the club level rooms, will be located in the main building. But this hotel also has a few different lodges. I believe there's 6 of them. 5 of them have actual rooms in them, standard superior rooms, and then one of them is where the swimming pool and gym is. Anyway, before I check in, I also wanted to quickly show you the concierge area, which if you have any questions, you can come here. If you want to make a dining reservation, this is the place to come. Also, right next to it, we've got the beautiful Redwood Bar and Lounge, which is probably my favorite bar on Disney property here. As you can see, the hours for the bar are from 4 p.m. until 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's just such a cozy bar. It's also quite big, as you can see. The vibe in the evenings especially is absolutely beautiful. They do some really lovely snacks here too. I hope you guys can hear the noise that I said these snows make. Sorry, I just really wanted you to be able to hear that. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do my check-in, and I'll speak to you after I've done that. So I have now checked in. Shout out to the lovely cast member Moret. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She was very lovely. And I have now got my magic pass, which you can see has Bambi on it. It says Disney Sequoia Lodge. It's such a cute card, and the cool thing is that you can actually keep this with you after you're done with your stay. It's like a little souvenir, a keepsake from your stay at the Disney Sequoia Lodge Hotel. They have them, different ones for different Disneyland Paris hotels to. All of them are themed, very nice, but also because you have your Magic Pass with you, once your room is ready, which mine is actually already ready, fun fact for you, but if I had, checked in earlier, or if my room wasn't ready yet, because generally speaking, rooms are not ready until 3 p.m., that's what Disneyland Paris advertises at, then once your room is ready, you just get a text, or you can see it on the Disneyland Paris official app what room number you're in, and just use your Magic Pass to go in your room. You don't have to go and check in again. We're going to go up to my room in a bit to show you the room tour, but before I do that, I did want to take you to the other side of the hotel so you can see what that's like as well. Firstly, how cute. We've got a little prairie here, which is meant to be, I believe, a kids' corner. I'm spotting a couple of games in there, and from what I'm seeing at the moment, it mainly seems to be adults in there, but of course children can go and enjoy it as well. But I wanted to show you exactly why I'm currently wearing a Chip hat. I was going to say Chip and Dale hat now, unfortunately it is just Chip. And you can even see his little butt on the back, and this is from Tokyo Disney. I got it on my very first Tokyo Disney trip back in 2023. Anyway, I'm really hoping the weather may have gotten a little nicer over the past 10-15 minutes of us being indoors, but basically to get to the other side of the hotel, you have to go down these stairs over here. The main reception, the lobby where we just checked in, is technically on the second floor, which is why if you want to walk to the parks, you do need to go down a couple of levels. And look at this. It's almost like a bit of a mini museum here with some nice displays for you to have a look at, as well as I think it's a cow printed rock perhaps. And then on this side we have some artworks of different bears. But let's have a look at the weather. Oh, I feel like it might be a little bit, still definitely raining, but it seems a little bit drier than earlier. That's Paris weather for you though, especially if you're coming here in January in the colder winter months, then you have to expect some rain and even snow from time to time. But yes, this is the other side of Disney Sequoia Lodge at Disneyland Paris. Again, I feel like this side is probably more iconic because if you're visiting the Disneyland parks, then coming from Disney Village, this is what you're going to see. And it's so nice, they've got some tables set out outside as well, which obviously in this weather, not the best, but if you're visiting in the warmer months, then you can even have your food outdoors if you would prefer that. You can see the Pandora Magique balloon over there, and again, look at all these trees. The American National Park vibe, the foresty vibes of this hotel are very prominent, even from when you first come to the hotel. And here's a better look of the front entrance of Disney Sequoia Lodge at Disneyland Paris from Disney Village. And most of it is actually covered by these trees. So unlike Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, which is right over there, or the Newport Bay Club, which you can see on the other side, most of the iconic brown wooden vibes of the exterior of Disney Sequoia Lodge are actually covered by these trees. But without further ado, I am going to now take you up to my room. We're actually in the north wing, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. So we have just made it onto the third floor in the north wing where my room is located. And before we head to my room, I wanted to quickly show you a little bit of what's available here on the third floor. Firstly, how beautiful is this artwork here in front of the elevators? Also, as you can see, quite a lot of seating areas here, so you can actually relax here, maybe read a book, have a nice drink if you wish to. If you just want to be outside your room but not necessarily in there, you have a nice view as well. And I imagine when the weather's a little bit nicer, you could even potentially go in the balcony down there. It's currently about 5:30 in the afternoon, and it doesn't feel very busy right now in the hotel, which is nice. And these are the carpets, very homey, very cozy, if you will. I mean, some people might even say it's a little bit tired looking, a little bit dated, but I quite like them. And you can see the wallpapers in the corridors too, all very foresty. But we have just made it to my room over here, room number 3257. The elevators are literally just there, so it's less than, I would say, a 10-second walk from the lift to my room. Very lucky. And again, of course, I've got my Magic Pass, which you are free to keep if you want to as a souvenir. Very, very cute. It's got your name on the back. But yeah, without further ado, there you go. Let's head in and have a quick room tour. Firstly, as you can see, when you first enter the room, this is the view that you get. To my left, we've got the bathroom, the toilet, the sink, etc. And then the main bedroom area, which I'm going to show you here, is right over here. We've got a standard room with 2 double beds. It is also possible to book a standard room with 1 king-size bed rather than the 2 queen-size beds that we have here. So if you're a smaller party, or if you just would prefer 1 bed rather than the 2, then you do have the option. Anyway, generally with my room tours, I do tend to start with the bathroom, which we are going to get to in a bit. But because it's starting to get dark, and I think in about 10-15 minutes it's going to be completely dark, I wanted to show you the view that we have from where we are first, whilst it's still somewhat visible. So you can actually open the window a little bit, but I'm going to quickly show you just how little that is. So there you go. This is as much air that you can get into these rooms here at Sequoia Lodge. It does give me the chance to show you a little bit of what my view is like without the glare and reflection of the windows. So as you can see, loads of trees, very foresty, very nature park. and you can see a little bit of the hotel and people's lights on the left-hand side over there. It's not been the nicest of days in terms of the weather, by the way, almost rainy all day, but there you go. This is our view from the 3rd floor of the main building, and that's also worth mentioning. So my room is actually in the main building of Sequoia Lodge Hotel. You might get a standard room in one of the 5 different lodges that they also have around the hotel, and those might actually feel a little bit more cozy because you really do feel like you're in the middle of nature. But if you have children with you, or if you would just prefer to be closer to the amenities and the restaurants of the main building, then it might be better to request a room inside the main building where we are. So yeah, let's have a closer look at some of the details of this hotel. So as you can see in front of me, we've got a beautiful artwork of Bambi. I'm spotting Thumper there as well, and Flower. Look at Flower's expression, so cute. It's a very lovely artwork. And then the Bambi theming continues on top of these rooms as well with the wallpaper. So again, you can see Thumper, there's Flower looking cute, Bambi, and yeah, goes all the way across the entirety of the room. And these are the beds, which I have to say, the Sequoia Lodge beds are some of the more comfortable ones for sure. You definitely do notice a change from Cheyenne and Santa Fe going up to Sequoia Lodge. And then we've got these bedside lamps as well on top of both of the lamps. It's not meant to be Bambi, but it's just like a deer. It is very nice though. I really enjoy the wooden vibes. It feels very, very cozy. Even the colors of the bed sheets that they have here, the cushions as well, they just kind of make you feel like you're at home. And I think that's one of the many reasons why this hotel is so popular among Disneyland Paris fans. I mean, even though it's been years since this was renovated, and it definitely does look a little bit tired and dated in some ways, people still love it. It's still extremely popular. But yeah, that's more or less it for the 2 beds that we have here. In the middle, you do have your telephone and a remote for the TV. And of course, you have your light switches as well. Oh, I just turned everything off. These are your light switches for the bedside lamps on each side. And then on the other side, of course, you do have your TV, which is a pretty small TV. Like I said, it has been quite a long time since they last renovated these rooms. So I'm sure once they finally refurbish these again, they will bring out some more modern looking TVs. You do have some storage space in there. Let's have a look. Yeah, quite a lot of storage space actually, quite a few chests of drawers there. Here you've got your kettle and coffee making machine, which is nice. And I believe some little cups as well, which also have the Sequoia Lodge logo on them, which is quite cute, in case you're interested as to what kinds of coffee you can have here. Firstly, you do have a little note here that tells you exactly how to use the coffee making machine if you don't know. And also, these are some of the options that you have. They also do have some decaf ones. Now, one of the biggest problems with Sequoia Lodge right now, because of how long it's been since these rooms were renovated, is the fact that there are very few outlets. Like, I'm gonna say maybe like 1 or 2 maximum. Listen, this hotel was originally built in 1992 for the opening of Disneyland Paris. And so back then, people didn't have smartphones. That wasn't a thing. So when you remember exactly how old this hotel is, and the rooms especially, you understand why there may not be enough plugs in the room. But to try and solve the situation, at least for now, Disney have put these little charging outlets inside all the rooms where you can, I believe, charge your smartphone over here. Let me try it actually. I'm currently charging my phone in the more traditional way, but if I put it there, is it going to work? Let's see. You can see there's a sign there that says charge your phone, right? So I'm going to try it one more time just to see if it does work. I mean, it definitely sticks to it, so it stays there quite nicely, but I'm not seeing the phone charge. Doesn't matter though, because the main reason that they're there is actually to provide you with a couple of extra outlets, which you can see one of them I'm using on this side. They also have another European one on the other side. And one thing I will highly recommend doing if you're staying at the Sequoia Lodge is to bring yourself an extender. So as you can see, I've got one which carries 4 different ones, so I can charge multiple things at once, because otherwise there's no way I'd be able to charge everything I need in these rooms. And if you're looking to get yourself an extender very similar to the one that I have here, I do have a link down below in the description which you can check out if you wish to, because literally, apart from the 2 plugs that they've provided extra for the rooms because they knew that people would need them, you can barely find any other ones. So in the middle of the 2 beds, there is one, but obviously it's connected to the telephone, so you can't really use that. You don't have anything on either sides of the beds. Let me quickly show you the other side as well. I mean, I know there's going to be nothing, but yeah, just so you guys can see how dated these rooms are. And then over here, they have one, but it's connected to this lamp over here, which of course you can disconnect it and use it if you would want to, but you also have one last option right at the entrance of the room. There you go, next to the door. That is technically the only outlet in the room. Ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous, and so far away from what we're now used to from hotel rooms. But anyway, whilst we're here, I thought I would quickly show you the bathroom as well. Before we go in there though, I also wanted to show you this mirror that we have. full-length mirror, which again has some nice wooden vibes on the sides, so you can check out your outfit of the day before you head to Disney. Also, the carpet looks very nice as well with the autumnal leaves, really cute. And then here we've got the sink, which is one sink. Oh wow, I just noticed this this Kleenex box doesn't look its best, does it? But it is cute because it is themed and it says Disney Sequoia Lodge on it. Of course, we have another mirror over here with some lovely looking lights on top, and then you're given your towels, etc. And then down here, it's just some storage, I believe, yeah. More storage space over here, and then some more storage here. So actually another thing to bear in mind if you're staying in a Sequoia Lodge standard / superior room is that they don't tend to have fridges / coolers in them. If you want a fridge and you're staying at Sequoia Lodge, you have to stay club level, which is Golden Forest Club, and I have a whole video on that as well, which you can check out after you finish watching this. Another thing that's really bad in Sequoia Lodge is the hairdryer, which I think you can probably even guess just by looking at it how weak it's going to be, but let me just pick it up for you. I mean, this is barely doing anything to my hair. Wow, okay, now it's just messed my hair up. If you're somebody who uses hairdryers on a regular basis and you need one, then make sure to bring one with you because the one at Sequoia Lodge won't do. Anyway, on the other side of the sink, you have some more storage area. So as you can see, I've stored my suitcase here. There's even more storage space on the bottom, and then even on the top over there, you can put more luggage if you would like to. And then here we've got a safe, which is a fairly large safe, I would say. Not too bad. You've also got some hangers right next to it for your clothes. And then just like that, we are in the toilet / bath area. So as you can see, there is a bath over here. And then the tiling is pretty simple, but in the kind of brown, foresty, green, autumnal colors. This is a bath / shower that has a traditional curtain. So bear that in mind if you're not a big fan of those. And then you, of course, get given your shampoo, conditioner, things like that. And again, there's the Sequoia Lodge branded, which is cute. There's your shower head over there. It seems to only be just one shower, but it's a nice adjustable one. So you've got your towels here. Nice little seating area over there as well. And then probably the most boring part of the whole room, you've got the toilet. There you go. That was the bathroom / toilet area. And wow, look at that. It's already gotten dark, and time-wise, in case you're interested, 17:54. So it's just gotten close to 6 p.m. and it's already incredibly dark here. Winter in Europe, right? I do have one last thing to quickly show you, and that's the little table that they have here with some chairs as well. The chairs also have some lovely details on them, which is nice. And you are provided with 2 bottles of water on your check-in day. I don't think they restock them, so you only really get them on your first night. They're complimentary, you can use them. You'll also have a second mirror here, also nice and wooden and themed to Sequoia Lodge here. So, you know, if there's 2 of you, if there's 4 of you, one of them's using the other mirror, somebody can maybe do their makeup here if they would like that. I'm just going to sit on this chair for this last part of the tour because you also have this. It says Disney Sequoia Lodge, and inside it, there's a couple of different things. Firstly, look at all these photos of Bambi and Thumper as well. Very sweet. You get given a little nice postcard, which you can keep as a souvenir for yourself, or you can, of course, send it to a loved one. There you go, you've got a little outline of the hotel on the back. And then they also have some information about some of the things that you can request here if you're staying here. So it says, if there are any little beavers with you in your mountain lodge, we propose the following items to ensure their comfort. Baby baths, thermometer, potty, toilet seat trainer. There's a lot basically, travel card. So yeah, if you're traveling with little ones, you can get these at Sequoia Lodge. But yeah, here's one last quick look at these beautiful beds at Sequoia Lodge in a standard superior room. Obviously, I'm only here for one night, so once I sleep on them, tomorrow they're not going to look quite as nice, but I do actually have a reservation at Hunter's Grill Restaurant, which is a buffet here, in about an hour and a half's time. So whilst I've got some time, I might just do some editing on my laptop and just chill and make the most of this beautiful, cozy bedroom whilst I can on my one night stay here. So I'll next speak to you in about an hour and a half, but for you it's going to be a second. Okay, it's a couple of hours later and I am now making my way back down to where the restaurants are. Let's go. There you go. Perfect timing. So we need to go to the reception lobby, and then from there we have to go 1 more level down. And look at the details in the lifts here as well. Again, all the autumnal leaves, very nice. And you can see Hunter's Grill over there, which is the buffet I'm eating at tonight. And look at the queue. There seems to be quite a lot of people waiting to go in. This is a very popular buffet, especially in the winter months. And the reason, I can already smell it. raclette. So during the winter months at Hunter's Grill, you can find unlimited raclette, which is so good. And of course, they have their regular wintry buffet as well. So hopefully I won't have to wait too long. I do have a reservation and it should be in about 5 minutes, but I think based on that queue, I'll still end up waiting about 20 minutes or so. There you go. This is the queue this evening for Hunter's Grill at Disney Sequoia Lodge. I have joined it. We'll see how long it takes. My guess is minimum 10 minutes wait. And it took, I want to say, exactly 10 minutes to step into the restaurant, and I am smelling the raclette cheese so much. It is beautiful. And just like that, we are heading to our table. This is a very popular restaurant. I think every table, more or less, has been taken. So lucky to have a reservation for the evening. So I do have a corner table, which is nice, but the tables here are very close to each other and all of them are full. So perhaps not the most relaxing of environments, but that's something to be expected. It's very popular. Now, Hunter's Grill is an all-you-can-eat buffet at Disney Sequoia Lodge, and it is priced at €45 per adult and 25 for children. And in that cost, you have one soft drink included. So you can see some of the options they have here: Cokes, juices, etc. If you've been watching my channel for quite some time, you can probably already guess what drink I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for my trusty apple juice, of course. Right, I have just ordered my apple juice. You can also get yourself some unlimited water from the tap over there. And I wanted to show you this lovely light that we have on the table. It switches colors. I obviously prefer it when it goes blue, but currently it's going some kind of, back to blue. Anyway, as you can see, it is extremely busy here tonight at Hunter's Grill. It's almost always busy, like I said, especially in the winter months. So I'm going to try my best to show you as much of the buffet as I can. And I think we're going to start here. So over here we've got some cod and some salmon, which I believe will be coming because currently there is no fish here. Here they have some corn on the cob with maple syrup, and then also a vegetable medley is what this is called, in a garlic cream sauce, so that looks pretty nice. Moving on, here we've got some rice with vegetables, and then on the back over there it's sautéed lamb with curry, raisins and fruits. Looks pretty good to me. Down here they've got some potato gratin, which I have tried it before here and it's very nice. And then over here I'm reading a haunch of deer, so this is deer meat. I might have to try a little bit of it. A lot of the food here is actually mainly meat based, so they do have some vegetarian options, but for the most part it tends to be meat. Here we've got some chicken, roasted chicken thigh with smoked sweet pepper, and I love thigh, so definitely going to be getting some of that. They have some roast potatoes on the back, and then here we have some roast veal, also looks delicious. And then on the back we have pasta stuffed with wild boar mushroom sauce, so another option that I might have to try a little bit of. Then we've got some green beans over here, and then on the back what looks to be like, I'm just going to read it. It says deer pimentier. I thought it was some kind of crushed potatoes, but no, there's actually some pieces of meat / deer in it. I believe everything I just showed you over there is the main course section. Now we're about to get to the starters, so sorry that it's not in order, but I'm just trying my best considering how busy the buffet is. So here, as you can see, they have a selection of meats and some sauces, some terrins over here, what do we have here? Terrine of fish, so fish terrins as well, smoked salmons. Yeah, quite a standard selection of starter options here. You've also got some salads. This looks to be some Caesar salad, as well as some different vegetables over there. This is a lentil soup, and I believe so far it's the only vegan option I've spotted. So yeah, don't come here if you're vegan because you're not going to be eating much. There's not a lot of options for you. And then it looks like just like that we've gotten to the dessert selection, which this looks pretty interesting. This seems to be a red berry jelly. Looks very cute. And then in the back we've got a maple syrup panna cotta. That in the back is coconut milk, chia seeds and a mango. I'm just reading the logos over there. This one doesn't actually have a sign, but it looks very cool and colorful, so I'm sure it's nice. Oh wow, those over there look pretty cool. I like it when a dessert not only looks cool but hopefully tastes nice as well. So this is a chocolate hazelnut mousse. I might have to try that when we get to desserts later. And then here we've got some red berry tartlets, which seem to be very popular. Guys, I've spotted another vegan option, and the only vegan dessert I've seen here, which is that over there. I believe it's banana and chocolate vegan cream dessert. And then here we've got some kind of, it looks to me like a pecan pie. Those Chippendale desserts at the end look adorable. Have no idea what they are. Let's see. Maybe this will give you some information. Cake chocolate, yeah. Caramel filled chocolate cake potentially, although that could also refer to these ones here. Either way, we have now gotten to loads of the chocolate selections, which is probably going to be most of what I'm going to get for desserts. But they also do have some star-looking desserts, which I believe they're coconut flavored, so I might get some of those as well. And then some donuts / beignets in the back. So there you go. This is the dessert menu. Very quickly, I thought I would show you the kids selection as well, which of course adults are also free to take food out of if they wish to. So we've got these Mickey-shaped waffles, which actually have some cheese in them, and they are delicious. I've tried them in a couple of other buffets before. They've also got the classic potato Mickey-shaped stuff, and then some chicken nuggets over there. Speaking of Mickey-shaped things though, that is quite tragic. Somebody's somehow spilled a Mickey-shaped, I want to say pasta, Yeah, just seems to be ravioli, Mickey Mouse over there. That is now fallen into the bolognese sauce. And then we've also got some cheese sauces. So very much picky friendly. And it does state here that they also have some vegetable meatballs. So you can also get that if you wish to with tomato sauce. This is the other side of the restaurant. Again, as you can see, very, very big and also very busy. But I wanted to show you this last section of desserts as well, which somehow I forgot to show you. So seems to be, again, some more cakes and tartlets and a fruit salad over here. And, of course, you're in France, a variety of different cheeses, which is adorable. And one thing I will say, these Mickey-shaped cheeses look really cute, but they're not the best. I would say go for any of the other cheeses and just maybe take a photo of them instead of eating them. There is also a much quieter section over here, and that's because it's mainly bread. But if you want to eat bread, especially if you're vegan, you're probably not going to find much else at this buffet. At least you have some bread to enjoy. And also, you can have a look at some of these bears whilst you're eating your bread. That looks quite creepy, actually. And pancakes. Wow, this buffet really is vast. So you can also get pancakes if you would wish to for your dessert. But the raclette section is over there. We're going to get to that later. I'm going to go and grab my first plate now, which does mean that I have to literally go through the buffet all over again and actually get food this time around. This is what it's like to film videos, especially buffet videos. So just like that, I have my first plate and I went for some rice. We've got some cod over here with a garlic sauce instead, I believe. And then I had to try the vegetable medley, is what they called. That also came with a garlic sauce. It just looked very nice. And of course, I've got some of the potato gratin as well. So this is going to be my first plate. Don't worry, I'm going to sing a minimum of 2 more plates coming, maybe even 3, because I want to try the raclette as well. Coming back to my table, I noticed that my apple juice is now on the table. However, the lid is not off, and I don't think I can take it off myself without a lid opener, bottle opener. I'm not sure. I might try later, but yeah, I'm going to try a little bit of everything quickly and let you know what I think. The plates aren't very big, by the way, as you can hopefully see compared to me. I mean, they're not small, but they're not also like hugely huge. Hey.
Sam, can I have a picture with you?
Of course, of course. I'm going to start with the cod first because it's definitely the thing that I'm most interested in, especially with that garlic sauce. There you go. That is beautiful. Wow, that is so good. The garlic sauce especially is so nicely creamy. The cod itself is also very well cooked. Truly, I could just have the cod for the rest of the night and be happy, but this buffet has so many other things that I love as well. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the raclette yet, so this is why this buffet is so popular, because if you're not vegan, you will find so many options here. Trying some of the cod with the rice now, excellent. That is truly the rice, the vegetable rice with the cod and the garlic sauce. I could have 3 plates of that and be content. But obviously there's so many other things that I want to try. Excuse me, it's not open. Thank you. No worries. I tried to open it and I couldn't do it.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That's me.
No worries. Thank you very much. Let's quickly try some of the potato gratin there. Also phenomenal. But I actually have to say I prefer the cod to the potato gratin. The potato gratin is nice, but it's nothing too special. The cod, on the other hand, with that garlic sauce, is beautiful. A thing of beauty. And then let's try a little bit of these vegetables, also in garlic sauce. I don't think broccoli has ever tasted this good to me. This sauce is delicious. Whatever they're doing to this garlic sauce, I'm guessing there's quite a lot of butter in it, has just made it so beautiful. I picked out my first plate truly with not much expectation. I just wanted to have a little bit of a starter type situation before getting into the real meat of the stuff. However, I am already so impressed by this. And just like that, I have got my second plate, which I am very carefully trying to move back to my table. I'm going to go through my second plate in a bit with you, but I also just wanted to say that I've noticed that the buffet has become suddenly a lot more quiet. And the reason for that is, let me look at the time. Oh, there you go. It's currently 20:33, so about 7:30 in the evening. And Disney Tales of Magic, the nighttime fireworks show, starts at 9 p.m. So most people obviously want to be in the park for that, which is, thank you so much. I decided to order a second apple juice, by the way, and that I'm going to have to pay extra for. But yeah, that's the reason that it's suddenly much, much quieter, because people want to see the nighttime show. And so now it feels a lot more relaxing. So here, of course, we've got some more of the rice that I had with my first plate because I really enjoyed it. To the right, I've got some of the roasted herb potatoes because they look really good. We've got the chicken thigh, which I know I'm going to enjoy. It just looks amazing, and I love chicken thigh meat generally. And then we've got a couple of more pieces of meat over here. So the right one over here, this is meant to be a roasted veal. And then under it, over here, we've got a haunch of deer. So this is deer meat, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, this second plate is definitely more in tune with what Hunter's Grill is all about. I mean, look at that. loads of hunting animals everywhere. There you go. Let's quickly try a little bit of everything. I think I'm going to leave the chicken to last because I already know I'm going to like it. We're actually going to start with this deer, haunch of deer, which is the back of it, I want to say. Oh, the texture of the meat is rather interesting, but there you go. This is what it looks like. Let's give it a go. Somebody broke a glass right next to me. That was the sound you would have heard. But yeah, the deer, is that what I just ate? Yeah. The deer is nice, very flavorful, I would say, but I'm not the biggest fan of the texture. I feel like it's a little bit too meaty, and that makes it a little bit chewy, which maybe it's just how it's meant to be, but not my favorite meat. I'm glad I tried it though. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried that I may have gotten some pieces of glass in my food. I'm hoping not, but the glass literally got shattered. It went everywhere. Shout out to cast members though, they were very quick to try and clean it up. But yeah, I'm gonna try some of this roasted veal now. This is what it looks like. The veal is nice, very well cooked. I will say though that the sauce they've used for it is quite a sweet sauce, which most people are gonna enjoy, but it's not my personal favorite. Now let's try what I've been looking forward to the most, apart from the raclette, which is this chicken thigh. Look, oh, look at that, so beautiful. It is excellent. That sweet pepper sauce that it has all over it, the juiciness of the actual meat. I would say it's the best piece of chicken you can find at any of the Disneyland Paris buffets, especially if you're a thigh lover, like a dark meat lover like I am. You definitely need to try this when you come here. And last but not least, let's try a little bit of these potatoes. These herby roast potatoes are excellent, really, really delicious. And then, of course, this chicken, my highlight so far. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my second plate. And then I think my third one will probably be time for raclette. And just like that, even though I could happily go back through the buffet and get some more of what I've already had or try some of the other options, it is time for my final savory dish of the night, which is of course going to be the raclette. And as you can see, they've got its own section here where a lovely cast member, oh look at that, just, you know, prepares the raclette very beautifully. Look at that beautiful melted cheese. And of course you can have different things with it. You can get some hams, you can get some more cheese, you can get some potatoes, which is I think what I'm going to go for. So picking up our own potatoes over here. Like I said, you can have whatever you wish. You can have some hams if that's what you would prefer. And then the lovely cast member will prepare the raclette for us. Wow. Merci beaucoup, merci. Merci. Look at that beautiful raclette cheesy goodness. So you may have noticed I didn't just get myself some raclette with potatoes, but I love the chicken thigh in here so much that I also had to get myself another piece of chicken thigh with some more of the rice. But the raclette is the main thing we're going to be trying for this last dish, because raclette is also obviously at its best when it's still nice and warm. So without further ado, I can smell it. This whole restaurant, in fact, if you're visiting during the winter months, as soon as you step into the restaurant, you can start smelling the raclette. So if you don't like cheesy smells, then maybe don't come here. Such a simple thing, but so delicious. Shout out to the Swiss for making raclette, and obviously it's very popular in France as well. And I would say the majority of the people that are actually in line for the raclette section are French. So if you're watching and you've never tried raclette before, come and try it because it is truly delicious. And last but not least, for my final plate, we've got all the pretty looking things. So I picked up 4 of the desserts. We had to get the Chippendale one because obviously they're adorable, and I don't even know what it is. I'm guessing it'll be something nice though. And then this foresty tree is definitely a chocolate mousse. Looks to have some maybe Oreo bits in there as well. I will let you know, of course. I've got one of the Mickey shaped I think cakes with some white chocolate mousse on top, and then this also seems to be something chocolatey, and I love chocolate. So all in all, I feel like I have a good selection of desserts here on my plate, and they had so many more items that I would have been happy to try as well. Like, this buffet is vast. I feel like as long as you're not vegan, you will love it, because even the raclette, it's vegetarian friendly. You can just have it with the potatoes like I did. So one of my favorite buffets for sure, but I will let you know my final thoughts after I've had my desserts. Right, I've now tried a little bit of all 4 of my desserts, and I'm gonna quickly go through them. So this was, as you can expect, a chocolate cake with some caramel middle bit. It was really nice. It was a little bit dry, but overall I did enjoy it. This tasted very, very light, but you did get some of the white chocolate flavor from time to time, and I actually really liked it. That chocolate mousse was actually a chocolate hazelnut mousse, so if you don't like hazelnut, maybe not for you, but I quite enjoyed it. And then my favorite, surprisingly, was actually the Chippendale dessert, and not just because it looked cute, but also inside it was basically just hazelnut cream, and then there's some kind of biscuity, very quite moist actually, cake under it as well. So it wasn't very sweet. It also didn't feel too heavy. So yeah, I would highly recommend that one. In fact, all 4 of my desserts were good. I am now extremely full though. You eat really well at the Hunter's Grill buffet restaurant here at Sequoia Lodge, especially if you're not vegan. And again, if you're vegan, I would not recommend this restaurant. Don't come here. Like, if your friends are wanting to come here, maybe just separate for a meal and let them come here and you go somewhere else, because you won't find much here, and for 45 euros, it's not going to be worth it for you. But if you're a carnivore, as in you eat meat, and if you're a vegetarian even, so you saw the buffet. There was plenty available for you. Come here for the raclette alone, but make sure that if you want the raclette, to come here during one of the winter months. So I think it starts at around maybe end of November time, and then it lasts until early March, mid-March, but I'm not sure of the exact day. So if you want to be completely sure, come between December and February. Currently, whilst I'm here, it's the 29th of January 2025, and you saw the raclette. There's actually a big queue for it right now. Seriously, look at the queue for the raclette just now. Quite a lot of people waiting just for a little bit of beautiful cheese. I don't blame them. It's delicious. And just like that, we have left the restaurant, and still quite a bit of a queue to get in. So again, I keep saying it, but Hunter's Grill is an extremely popular buffet restaurant in Disneyland Paris. You might not think it might not seem it because it's in a random hotel, it's not in the parks, but sometimes it could be even more popular than Pim Kitchen, more popular than Downtown even, and more popular than any of the other hotel buffet restaurants. Even like the Disneyland Hotel, this is way more popular, especially during the winter months. And on the other side, on some days, very rarely, they might open up this other restaurant as well, which from my understanding serves the exact same food as the other side, Hunter's Grill. It's just called the Beaver's Creek, and it's very rarely open because it's just extra space, you know? And maybe they should start opening up, because Hunter's Grill over there is so popular. Anyway, I'm just heading back into my room now, and I wanted to show you a bit more of the Redwood Lounge and Bar, which is probably one of my favorite lounges here actually. It's so cozy, especially when they've got the fire on in the colder months, which you might not be able to tell, but they do actually have it on right now. There you go. You can see a little bit better over there, but check it out. If you're coming to Sequoia Lodge, definitely come to the Redwood Lounge. I don't think I'm going to have time on this day because obviously I ate at Hunter's Grill tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to go down for breakfast. So no Redwood Bar and Lounge on this trip, unfortunately. However, like I said, if you're coming here, definitely prioritize it, especially if you like a nice cozy lounge. And you don't have to be staying at Sequoia Lodge to go there either. You can just come to Sequoia Lodge and enjoy a nice drink and some snacks there if you wish to. Well, it's been a couple of hours since I last spoke to you. Obviously, we had dinner at Hunter's Grill, the buffet restaurant, which I absolutely enjoyed. And then I came back to my room, this wonderful room in Sequoia Lodge Hotel, and spent the past couple of hours just chilling, you know, watching some YouTube videos on my laptop and just making the most of being here, because I don't often get to stay in Disneyland Paris official hotels. So it's a nice treat for me as well. But it's gone past midnight now, and I am getting tired, so I'm going to start getting ready for sleep soon. But don't go anywhere yet, because tomorrow morning, for you in literally like 3 seconds time, I am going to head down to see what the breakfast is like at Sequoia Lodge. But for now, I'm tired. Good night. Good morning. It's the next day. I had a really lovely sleep in my room. Those beds are very comfortable, and the pillows actually, shout out to the pillows. They had 4 pillows on each bed, and obviously I only slept on one of the beds. But after the 4 pillows, I felt like 2 of them were firmer and 2 of them were softer, kind of to accommodate all kinds of people. And I'm more of a firm pillow person, so really enjoyed that. But again, look, we're already at the lift. Let's head in, going to the reception. Before I head out to breakfast though, there it is. I want to see what character is out, because basically if you stay in any of the Disneyland Paris official hotels, you get to meet a character every day, and at the moment it looks like Max is over there, which is very cool, with the backdrop of like winter, because we're in the winter months, and the queue, as you can see, not long whatsoever. You can see a sign over here that says, come and meet your Disney character friends in front of the Northwest Passage Boutique from 8:15 a.m. until 11 o'clock. Apparently it's around, I want to say 20 minutes past 10, so perfect timing. This is definitely one of the fun perks of staying in a Disney hotel, because character meets can be extremely popular here in Disneyland Paris, often with queues of up to 1 hour, maybe even 2 hour long. So to be able to meet them with such little wait time is definitely a nice perk. And I'm excited to meet Max. He's always fun. Hi Max, how you doing? Oh, lovely to see you, Max. You good? Yeah, not too. You like the Mickey? It should have been you know, a hat with your face, but couldn't really find one. But going all Mickey today. Say hi to your dad. Love Goofy. But you're awesome as well. I'm loving all the winter stuff going on. Amazing time. You seem to be ready for it. Yeah, it's cold, isn't it? But it's fun. There's so much fun to be had. Well, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Should we get a photo? Thank you. Thank you very much, Mag. See ya. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. Max is awesome. He's the coolest. Love him. Well, there you go. The whole experience took maybe like 5 minutes, 7 minutes max from joining the queue to meeting him. Very nice and quick, and a great way to start our mornings. So yeah, his meet and greet spot is just over there, and they do have some signs advertising it, like look, there's another one over there telling you that you can meet Disney characters while staying at the Sequoia Lodge Hotel. But I'm not sure if enough people make the most of it, and I feel like it's a very good perk, especially if you have little ones with you who love meeting characters. Just check out and see who's up every day, and it will be a different character every day of your stay. Obviously, I'm only here for one night, so I'm not going to be able to see who's here tomorrow, but generally they have about 4 characters in rotation. But I was very happy to see Max, and I feel kind of bad as well, because generally when I tend to say hi to Max, the conversation's mainly about Goofy, because Goofy's my babe. But without further ado, we have come down again. This is the entrance of Sequoia Lodge, and we're heading back to Hunter's Grill to the left. And you can see it's so much quieter this morning than it was like last night. You can see the sign over there. It says petit déjeuner, so breakfast is 30 euros for adults and 24 euros per children. And very quickly, we are heading to our table. Looks to be on this side of the restaurant today. So we've got our table here, and everything is buffet, so you can get your hot drinks from over there. Probably going to go and get myself a coffee in a bit. And then the main buffet is here. So much quieter than the experience that I had obviously last night for dinner. Let's start with the hot selection first. So they have some beans over here. We've got some nicely cooked tomatoes, and then I believe those sausages are vegan. Yes, it does say over there. Plant-based sausages. Got some potatoes over there. We've got some poultry sausages over here. Carrying on, they have some scrambled eggs, and then some bacon in there, and some eggs. Well, just one egg, one lonesome egg at the moment, but I'm sure they'll be refilling it. Here they seem to have, well, some sauces firstly, maple syrup, honey, etc. if you want to make yourself a pancake. But they have some bread rolls, some pain au chocolat, some different kinds of bread. This is a multi-grain bread roll, sesame, poppy, sunflower. Looks pretty good. And then, again, just one croissant, but again, I'm sure they'll be bringing some more out. Merci beaucoup. Parfait. Literally, as soon as I said that, my lovely customer brought some new croissants, and she was like, you should film the new croissants. So there you go. Look, there's so many of them as well. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Merci. Carrying on, they have some toast here, a toaster, some more bread, cheese, kiwi cheese, different kinds of cheeses over here, smoked salmon, little mini bellinis, very cute. Some cooked ham over here, some butter, that's a big chunk of butter over there, some plain vegetable slice, there we go, vegetarian friendly over here, and then some slightly salted butter, some turkey breast, and last but not least we have this section here. They've got some grapefruit, some pineapple chunks over there, some apple dessert is what that is called, and then over here, of course, you can get yourself different drinks. There seems to be some orange juice or apple juice, basically your standard typical juices for breakfast, and you've got a hot drink selection as well. And then on this side, you have a microwave firstly, in case you want to, I guess, have your own breakfast here. What do we have here? Oh, cacao, so for hot chocolate, and then some different jams as well. And let's quickly say hello to the bear from last night too. Still looking rather creepy. And I somehow nearly forgot, but of course we need some Mickey waffles, and apparently in here we should be able to find quite a lot of them. I mean, it's not a Disney breakfast without Mickey waffles, right? And one other thing that I nearly missed are these little cakes they have here. These Mickey cakes especially are some of my favorite things that you can get from almost all the Disneyland Paris buffets. They're just, nice, simple marble cakes, but the fact they have Mickey on them makes them cuter, so definitely going to be getting one of those. Before I go back to my table, I did want to quickly show you the restaurant, so that you can see exactly how big it is. This is just one part of it, and then today we're sitting on the other side. And yeah, the buffet doesn't seem to be too busy either, nice and relaxing, and I would highly recommend, if you want a similar experience to me, coming towards the later time slots of where the buffet is happening. For reference, it's currently 10:35 a.m. and the buffet is served until 11 a.m. at Sequoia Lodge. But also, make sure you check when you come, because it could be different depending on what day of the week you're visiting. And just like that, I've got my 2 plates. So as you can see, this is my sweet plate, well, apart from the kiri cheese, which is basically just a croissant and the Mickey marble cakes that I said I really enjoy. And then very much a classic plate over here with some bacon, some scrambled eggs, and some potatoes. So bon appetit. I'm going to try a little bit of everything and let you know what I think. I did also want to get myself a drink, but as you can tell, I didn't have enough hands, so probably going to go back at some point and get myself an orange juice as well. Let's get some orange juice. beautiful. Cheers to you. And at 10 minutes past 11, so 10 minutes past the official end of breakfast, you can see there's some cast members, you know, slowly but surely cleaning everything up and getting ready for the dinner later. Anyway, in case you're interested, of everything that I tried at the Sequoia Lodge breakfast, my favorite was the Mickey Marble cake. And you can find the exact same Mickey Marble cake at basically all the other Disneyland Paris buffets as well for breakfast. So yeah, it wasn't anything unique. In fact, none of the Disneyland Paris breakfast buffets are anything unique. Even if you stay at the Disneyland Hotel or try the breakfast there, even that's not any different really from what they serve here. So if you're a huge breakfast person, don't expect much from the buffet here. But as you saw, they had a little bit of everything. So they had some cooked breakfast, they had some sweet options, and of course they had the famous Mickey waffles. And I did double check as well. So apparently Beaver Creek, the other restaurant on the other side, is generally open from the start of breakfast, so around 7 a.m. until 9:30, 10 a.m. But Hunter's Wheel is also open during that time. So basically at the start of breakfast, because it's the busiest time, both restaurants are operating just to provide more space for guests. And then later on, when it gets a little bit quieter, and you guys saw how quiet it was, obviously they don't need the other side of it anymore, which is why that side closes. But the buffet, the food offered is the exact same. I made sure to check that with cast members. Anyway, I've come back up to head back into my room and check out. It's my last day here. Oh, Max is still there. I think he's just finished his last meet and greet set. You can see the cast members, photographers are also closing up for the day. But whilst we're here, I wanted to quickly go into the shop because the Sequoia Lodge shop is probably one of my favorites of all the Disneyland Paris hotel shops. Just because of the theming. The theming is really nice. I mean, look at the carpets, all the pines there. And it's also one of the biggest. But last night, I did see that they have now got some Disney Sequoia Lodge mugs that you can purchase. And I checked with the cast member. These are very new. I think they've only been around for maybe like a couple of weeks. And look at the details on these. Very, very nice. I also feel like they're a pretty good size in my opinion, and these are priced at 20 euros. Can you imagine after a lovely stay at Sequoia Lodge when you get back home having this Sequoia Lodge mug just to have your morning coffee with? And then right on the opposite side over here, they do also sell these slightly smaller mugs. I want to say maybe espresso mugs, and same design as the bigger ones as the Sequoia Lodge. You've still got the trees and the deer and all the beautiful theming of Sequoia Lodge Hotel here, and these are priced at 13 euros. So finally, and this has been a long time coming, if you come to Sequoia Lodge and if you want to take home some kind of souvenir from this hotel specifically with you, you have two options, either a normal like coffee size mug or a smaller espresso mug, and it just makes me happy. I hope that they bring out similar things for Hotel Cheyenne and Santa Fe soon as well. But I wanted to quickly show you a tour of the shop as well, just so you can see, you know, the vibe of the shop, how big it actually is. So all your typical things you can still find here. These keychains I really enjoy. Some more keychains over here. A huge area with plushes. Loads of Mickeys there. Chip and Dale, of course, because of the nature of this hotel. Oh my god, that Thumper's looking so cute. Sleeping Thumper, adorable. Bonjour. We've got Eeyore here. He's an interesting color here. Look at that. And the theming is very cute too. So all the plushes are just chilling under that lovely tree. And then we've also got this last section over here, which has some more plushes. So if you're a fan of plushes, then there's plenty here at the Sequoia Lodge Hotel. Some more Chip and Dale ones. These baby ones are very cute. Those sleepy ones, I mean Dumbo, Simba, Stitch of course, all very adorable. You can also get some pajamas for your children if you maybe forgot some, and some baby clothes as well. They have some more mugs here too, so your classic Mickey cups here, the letter ones that make really wonderful presents actually, and then some Bambi ones up there as well. Very nice. And again, we've got another section with the Sequoia Lodge, the new Sequoia Lodge range that has recently come out. Also, these are some of the pins that they're currently selling at the Sequoia Lodge Hotel. So some 2025 ones, because we're in January of 2025 right now, and some of the more classic items as well, like that Mickey one up there. You can also grab yourself some snacks here. They've got some crisps, some M&Ms, Skittles, some candy floss you can get, as well as some actual Disneyland Paris snacks too. So there's some chocolate biscuits over here, and you've also got a fridge with a selection of soft drinks. So there you go. I'm not sure how well you're able to hear, but one of my other favorite things about this shop is just the music that they play in it. It's just like birds tweeting, some very relaxing atmospheric music that just makes this shop very peaceful. I mean, don't get me wrong, right now it's not very busy anyway, but I feel like the birds are continuously tweeting. It's very naturey, isn't it? Yeah, I feel like even if I came here when it was very busy, the music would still make it more calm than some of the other shops, you know? Anyway, I am leaving the shop now, and I've just come out to the Golden Forest Lounge, which you can see to my left-hand side over there. That's basically the club level for Sequoia Lodge Hotel, so if you're staying in any of the Golden Forest rooms, then your breakfast will actually be served in the Golden Forest Lounge. You also have some afternoon snacks there as well. In fact, I've made a whole video showing you what it's like to stay Golden Forest club level at the Sequoia Lodge, so I'll leave the link down below. You can check it out after you finish watching this.
Yes.
But for now, unfortunately, it is time to head back up to my room and officially check out. I mean, I've already packed and everything. I just need to get my suitcases out. But I also wanted to show you some of these lovely windows from the shop. I mean, I feel like the shop display windows here at the Sequoia Lodge Shop are also some of my favorites because of all the twinkling lights they have. Like, look at those red lights over there. And then the different characters that are just chilling there, like Minnie. And then let's have a look. Do we have anybody on this side? Oh, yeah, there's Mickey, almost dressed as a ladybird, which is absolutely adorable. Anyway, I'm heading back up to my room on the third floor. Room on the third floor. Any McFly fans out there? But yeah, I'm gonna go up and get my suitcase, and make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video though, because I will let you know exactly how much I paid for my one night stay at Disney Sequoia Lodge. Right, I am all packed and ready to leave the room, and I am gonna miss it. It's been a very lovely short stay. But I wanted to tell you how much I paid for my one night stay at Sequoia Lodge in January of 2025. So I paid, and I just checked, I paid 93 UK pounds, which really isn't too bad. And it's one of the main reasons that I tend to stay in the Disneyland Paris hotels in January, because January is the cheapest month. Generally speaking, if you're wanting to stay at Sequoia Lodge, you're looking at somewhere between £200 per night and £300 a night, which is quite a bit more than what I paid, and I got very lucky. But again, if you also want to get this room at the cheapest price possible, then I would look into maybe coming in January, which I know that is not possible for everyone, especially if you have children who go to school and you work, etc. But if you can come in January, then it will be cheaper. Otherwise, like I said, around £200-300, which isn't too bad still. However, on some dates, especially close to Christmas time or in the middle of the summer, it can be as high as 760 UK pounds. And again, I actually checked, and there were some dates for 2025 where per night the cost was 760 UK pounds, which is so expensive, and in my opinion not actually worth it for Sequoia Lodge, because I mean it's a 3-star hotel at the end of it, and it is quite tired looking, it is quite dated. I mean, I don't think any room really is worth almost £800. I suppose some of the newly refurbished Disneyland hotel rooms, you could argue, yeah. But yeah, make sure to check the dates, and there's actually an option on the Disneyland Paris website where you can have a look at all the dates throughout the year and then see which dates are a little bit lower. That way you can make sure that you get the best price possible for the dates that you want. Anyway, looks to be a pretty nice day outside today, and I have actually enjoyed my view from my room too. So I'm going to finish the vlog and head to the park. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, I would appreciate you giving it a like, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. I actually have videos similar to this for every single Disneyland Paris hotel. I also have some content from other Disney parks worldwide, so if you're interested, then subscribe. It's free to do so. Also follow me on Instagram if you want more content, and a huge shout out to my lovely Patreon members and my YouTube members. You are amazing. And yeah, without further ado, I'm going to love you and leave you, and see you in the next one. Bye.